Sunday, October 1st, 6:10 a.m. Okay, I came out here to... Hold a second. I came out here to get the sound recorders. And right there, that's my walking over to get the sound recorder from the basket. When I got to here, I noticed something had been walking along here. Okay, so if you go over here and look, you can see it better. Let's see, it's hard to get it because it's dark. You see that path though? And what I noticed is that mine has two, like, you see how that's got side steps? Okay, this one doesn't. It's just straight, one line. And it comes to here. Then I decided not to walk over there. And I can't see if there's anything there, but right, yeah, I do see like a line right here. Right there. This over here is mine going to get the other recorder on the stump. But right there's a step, I think, by something. Okay, I'm going to follow my steps so I don't step in it. Right there. You see that? Hold on, I'm going to try to hold this with my knees. Darn it, that ain't going to work. But you see where something was walking and stepped right there. That grass is really thick. And that looks like a foot to me. I'll come out when it's light, see if it helps any. But see that foot pattern right there? Heel would be to the right. The rest would be to the front. I mean to the left. It's awful early. And it's long. Anyways, I don't want to step over there. I'm going to try to zoom in on it while holding that light. See if it helps. Okay. Zoom back out. Okay, see where something walked. And that's a step. I just know it's a step. Kiki was in the garage, so she couldn't have been like sitting there or anything. And this happened. Anyways, definitely a path coming. And maybe, oh look, I think I see it going around there. See, so maybe whatever it was walked to right here at the garden and then turned, went around that clump of stuff and then followed a path right there. If you can see it, gotta get the light on it just right. And then there's a step. Now after that, I'm not sure because I walked back in there to get the recorder. So I'll show you where I went. These are my steps. Okay. Okay, those are my steps. Going right over there to get the recorder. So I'll come out and investigate when it gets light better. See if I can see any more impressions or anything. But that's that step area and the path it took coming to it. This is mine. Okay, I'll let you know if I see anything else later. It's Thursday, October 5th, 7:18 a.m. So, this past week, Jim brought something home for me that he found he thought was cool. It's a nightlight, and it turns different colors when you push in the middle. And that's not accurate. It looks all red. But the picture, when you take a picture of light like that, it's not actually how it looks. But anyways, except for last night, because last night I forgot to turn it on. The last couple nights it's been on that red setting, and they didn't do anything. Last night I forgot to turn it on, and I just came out to check things, and I see that they were up because they turned it over. It's upside down. So that's kind of funny. They are at least messing with it now. But see, if you turn it on, see, now, to me that just looks all red. I can see the lights in there, but anyways, it turns different colors. And then you can turn it off. But they, instead of doing that, turned it upside down, unless they were messing with it. And then turned it upside down afterwards. But I would say they just turned it upside down. So that's all I have seen so far. And I will get back with you when I find something else. Okay, so I told Jim that they turned this over, and he had a really good thought. He said maybe they turned it over because it wasn't on. So maybe the last couple nights they've been up and saw that it was on. Last night it wasn't, so they're like telling me to turn it on. So tonight I'm going to turn it on. We'll see what happens. Okay, Bigfoots are up and turned this over again. And Annabelle's here. Say hi again because it didn't record the first time.
And that's why I was showing.
Anyways, yeah, they turned this over at some point today.
Stealing,
You're stealing stuff?
Stealing this to clean out off.
Okay. This is Monday, October 9th, 5:03 p.m. Okay, I was just laying down and took a nap a couple hours, got up, and came out here to check things, and I didn't see anything. And then I looked here by the slinkies real close and see this. And I couldn't make out what I thought it was for a while. But if you look closely, what caught my attention was right here. That looks like a thumb from a right hand. And this looks like a little palm. And then these would be digits going up. They're not very distinct, but I can see 1, 2 at least. And so I was thinking about how muddy it is. which made me think of this flower pot from several years ago. And I brought it out to compare, and look at this. I didn't show you this. Look at how, I don't know, the shape of the palm and the position of the thumb are so almost identical. And there's even this little pointy looking thing, which would be right there. I will probably put some side-by-side pictures of these together. But the one on the railing here is smaller than this one. I will go get a tape measure and measure these real quick. Okay, just the palm area of this one is, from top to bottom, is 2 inches. The whole thing is probably about 4 inches from finger to palm. But I don't want to touch it much. And if you remember, on the back side was also, whoops, the other hand. And look at this, how similar that side is too. And I will try to put side-by-side pictures. So is this one a new baby? Because that's small. And the smallest one that I know of for sure was the arm and handprints and stuff on my car, which is going on 3 years now, so that one should be 3 years old. And I think would have more of, like, a bigger sized handprint now because, what's I going to say? Oh yeah, because the one on the railing is about the size that it was on the car. They were really little, so I don't think it would be the same individual. Okay, the palm on this one is about 1.5 inches. So it's smaller than the other one by, let me see what, yeah, and then it's 3.5 from here to here. So it's actually bigger than I thought. But that might put it at about the same, a little bit younger than the one that was on my flower pot. I'll have to think about that. I'm not sure if this was a different one or if it would be that little one. Anyways, I'll have to think about it. Okay, Jim just came out here to call Kiki in for the night. He got right here and he said he heard a thump, like he thought it was Kiki coming in, but then Kiki never came in. So he shut the door and came and got me. So I'm like, alright, let's go see if the Bigfoots were up. And sure enough, I get over here and they were up because they turned the little metal basket over and they turned the light over. And I walked over here and I was saying, hi guys, and stuff, and I heard a little shuffling of like leaves over in this area. Over here somewhere. Don't know if that's them or not, but Kiki was back in there and she came to the porch. She Well, there she is. She wandered around for a minute, but then went in the garage. So they were up, and I think Jim heard them, and that is awesome. There goes Kiki. So she'll be in for the night. So, I think Jim caught him in the act. They haven't done this in a long time. That is so cool. I'd like to walk around and see if there's anything else. You guys out there somewhere? Huh? Hello? So Jim and I have been talking about this, and what we think happened is, see, he didn't go past this door, and the curtain was blocking his view of the railing, basically. So when he called Kiki in and he heard thump thump, what we think happened was that there was a little one, and it probably took 2 steps back, and that would be the thump thump. Well, I don't know how big it was, but like if it was right here, it's dark. But if it took 2 steps back, Jim couldn't see it at all. And then Jim immediately came in and shut the door. So it would have had time to leave. So I think that's what happened. Okay, I was just out. We just went to the store. We just got back. And the first thing I did was to walk out and see if anything happened on the porch. And there was something. And I checked it before we left. We've only been gone maybe an hour, hour and a half. Okay, now what I found reminds me of something. If you remember way back, this was in August of 2016. When I had these little Bigfoot dolls out, I found this one time, and it was like they moved my doll and this doll so that the Bigfoot had its hand and stuff over me, and it was like it was showing that it was protecting me, or well, that's just what it felt like. It felt like it was showing me that it was going to protect me, and that we were friends and a bond. So anyways, now I'll show you what I just, show you what I just found out here. Okay. This is really cool, actually. The Big Daddy Bigfoot doll has been moved with its arm over Jim in that protective, we're friends manner. And the fact that this is the Big Daddy is really significant to me, because he would be the protector. So does that mean he's gonna protect Jim, and he's gonna protect us? I think that's just really, really, really something. Kiki. Kiki's trying to be in on it. So yeah, that's awesome. And just saying, that was not like that before we left. So they were up and did this while we were gone. Monday, October 16th. It's 9:09 a.m. Okay, I put some new marbles out here a few days ago, and I put more. I put 8 on each side. This side has all blue. Okay, they have not been touched or messed with. Now on this side, well, let me show you the picture. Let's see, wait a second. On this side, I had I had a gray, a black, white, a clear with white in it, a clear with blue, a clear with, or no, this one's more of a shiny, and a green, and oh boy, I just noticed something. Anyways, the other day, I looked out here and just the black marble was knocked out of line, and I thought that was really odd. But I thought, I wonder if the Bigfoots did that and they think that that one doesn't belong in the line. So I get up this morning and I look out here and the black one's out of line again. Also, the clear one that's white and the one on the end that was green are down here. I have no idea what that means. But I don't know. I can't see a reason why these two would be moved. However, Kiki was in the garage all night. She didn't do it. So I'm going to have to assume that Bigfoots did this, and I'm going to put these back how they were and see if it happens again or what might happen next. Kind of interesting. That black one does stick out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? However, the blue ones must be right in their eyes, I guess. I don't know if that. I'm just speculating here. But, anyways, that's it for now. Okay, I decided to inspect this pile of leaves closer, and actually, the more I look at it, it's like maybe it's not just a random pile, because see, this one's straight, these two go in the same direction. If you look under here, that one is there, and these two are like along the edge. So I don't know, I'm thinking that, whoops, oh, darn it, I missed. It doesn't look so random. Anyways, Okay, so this morning I find my doll down here on the ground. It's the only one out of place. I wonder what that means. Also, these marbles are messed up a little bit. It was windy last night, but I don't think that would make those move. See, these ones didn't move at all. I don't know. Jim's been gone all week. Was that my doll on the ground because I'm alone? Doesn't really make sense though, because the Bigfoot should be with me. Maybe they were just playing with my doll. Or the other day I walked down to the fallen down building, walked around there a little bit and came back up, and I was struggling. Does it have anything to do with that? I don't know. Another question that comes into my mind is, are they mad at me because Jim's been gone for a week? Okay, I've been looking at this for about the last week because I'll walk up the hill. See, I'm up here where I walk up the hill. And it has the shape sort of a foot. This would be the heel. And right there, this is pressed down into what would look like the big toe. This is also pressed down, so that would like be the front of the foot. But I'm on the fence as to whether it's actually a footprint or not. I thought I would measure it just for my own curiosity. It's looks like it's about I think this is where it would end. So a little over 14 inches if it's a footprint, but I'm just not sure. We cleared the leaves away here by the porch, and here's the bench, here's the railing, and we cleared the leaves away, and it looks like something has been standing here and pressed it down enough. It almost looks like a foot shape here and here. So I don't know if that's from them standing here or what. It's pretty good size too. I mean, it's not for me. I wouldn't make that sort of a weight impression. So I'm not sure, but it's possible. And I mean, it's not very distinct either, because it had like at least an inch of leaves on it. So it's just like pushed down. See, right here is where the big toe would be, so I will lay it right on the big toe. So the end of the tape measure is on the toe, and that would be the heel. It's about 11 and a half inches. And it seems like I mean, the grass was kind of tall, but it was pushed down under the leaves. And when the leaves were blown away, then you can see what, I mean, the grass everything held its shape. The one I just showed you up there the other day was a little over 14 inches, if that was a print. Came home last night from town and noticed that the leaves are cleared out around the house. See, it starts here. There's some there, but look at this. It's really weird. Is this side is cleared out right below that window. And then kind of goes this way. Is this so they don't make noise when they're looking in our window? Now in front of this window, there's a cleared spot. And here. I have no idea if they did that, but it's weird. So I put 2 cinnamon, like croissant cinnamon rolls out last night that I had left that I didn't want to eat. And here's what's left. They were both on the napkin. And I mean, most of the mess is right here on the napkin. And there's a little bit left. I don't know if that's supposed to be what they left for me. That is, if this was from a Bigfoot. I'm thinking if it was a little animal, this would be a lot messier. And possibly all gone. I was just thinking if this was a Bigfoot, that it's like they ate the first one, it was really good, and so they started eating the second one, and they were like, boy, I better save her some, because they have that fair thing that they do, the polite thing. But it's so funny, it's like they ate it over top the napkin. It would be like they were eating it. It was like, this is good, but dang, I gotta save her some. So they put it back, left me a piece. Okay, it's Saturday, October 28th. It's 4:18 p.m. Came out here a couple times to check things, and I haven't seen anything until now. As you can see, there are a lot of leaves that have fallen from the tree. It's almost bare. I find this a little odd, though. I've been having leaves get on here and stuff, and I'll clean them off. But there's one leaf laying right on top of the Annabelle doll. See her little feet are sticking out, and her head is sticking out. And it curves right over her face perfectly in her body. So for that to fall exactly perfectly like that, I find would be pretty hard to believe. And I can't say for sure that the Bigfoots did that, but it's the kind of thing they do sometimes. They did that with me once, but it was a green leaf, and they put it like a blanket over me. They were apparently up while I was napping, because I checked things before I went to take a nap. I came out after my nap, and there was a leaf right over my face, just the way I would sleep with the blanket pulled up right under my nose. I'll see if I can find that picture and put it in here. But I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Does it mean she doesn't belong, which I doubt? Does it mean she's covering up with the blanket? I don't know. Because she's a little girl? I have no idea what it means. But yeah, I don't even know for sure that they did it. So, anyways, pretty interesting. Okay, so last night I decided that the Annabelle doll was naked, and maybe that's why they covered her with the leaf. And so I put it back in its place right here last night, and this is how I found her this morning. So I don't think an animal or anything did that. And the coincidence of that happening the same night that I clothed her is that would be a huge coincidence. So I'll look around to see if anything else happened.